Welcome to Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clay. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. And
snags it, and there's run just plowing ahead. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fella there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there making guys.
There's a crease. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive. And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in there.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clay. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pearson pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle. It's Woodyard. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitley. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this is a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. He's running free down the middle. The 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Give to the single back. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on the move. There's some room. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I mean, you see that sometimes with these quarterbacks, man. They are such good athletes, and they want to run them. But you know what they don't do in practice? They don't get hit very often. They wear a different colored jersey, so sometimes you'll see them. Ball security, nice tackle down the field, getting the football out, making a play for this defense.
It's a seam wide open to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Clay. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Might have a chance. Smashes ahead. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Across the 25, he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, BG!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Clay. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clay. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll move the wide receiver. SMU spends his second timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Floats it out in space. Gets away from one, finds some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him...
Caught, and he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
Off play action. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They've got the screen set up. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Off-play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Going long. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
He's got it again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the team.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Falcons, and that one will give them the lead.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to my playmaker. He does the rest. Gets in for 6.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Ready, go! Just going to keep it after the snap. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion, and the lead is 4. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they give to the back. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Keeping it on the ground with the run. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try the left side. runs for the tackle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll give it to him again. And some room to work. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Jennings. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll try it again. Bounced off his feet. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Yep, there he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Falcons want to crank the tempo.
We've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use them. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. Across the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. SMU spends his second time out here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
And the Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Bowling Green.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.